not every idea is working with Web3 or have chances to be adopted on the global side.
Marius Grigoras, he's from Romania. He's the co-founder and the CEO of BlackHat network that, as you know, they have more verticals and they're also BHero. So I don't know, maybe more people know them now from the BHero name, maybe not BlackHat network, but BHero just a vertical from the BlackHat network, right? And I'm happy to have him, not just like a friend, but like a business partner. To have their team like an investor in our project, and also they are an advisor from our project. And as you know, we Sense4FIT had the launch, the public sale launch, and this minting NFT launch on BHero platform. And it was outstanding for us to be one of the guys that big because of their platform and because of what we do and because of what we do together. We hit some records and so on. But now I'm going to let Marius to introduce himself, learn from him, understand, his vision about Web3 and also some important things about his personal story. Thank you, Marius. You have the microphone.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me fine. Thank you, Antonio, and thank you, everybody, for being here. I know it's a complicated context into the market, but, guys, being here with you is a great pleasure. Thank you for all the invitations. Some things about me, but my basics, I'm a software engineer. I have more than 11 years in computer science. After I finished my faculty here in Bucharest, computer science department at Polytechnica Bucharest. From very young age, I was in love with engineering, building stuff, computers, putting my operating systems and making networking for my neighborhood. So yeah, my background is mostly on the security, embedded operating systems, Linux drivers, and this kind of very hardcore engineering, let's say. My journey with Web3 and specifically with blockchain and this space starting around 2 years ago, where together with my my CTO group at the time from Belgium, we was researching a better way in order to increase our security protocols for secure over data updates. And yeah, it was a crazy adventure at that time. We started to make research for different protocols, and this is how we reach to blockchain. Blockchain at that specific time was the only one capable to resolve our problem in order to fix this chicken egg problem between our servers and the chips receiving our updates. It's the classical problem. We basically was working for software for different chips, different processors, different semiconductors in different cars and in different industrials products. And yeah, it's classical. China engineers are very good. They can clone different chips, different cars, everything. And we wanted to avoid that our secure packages to reach these cloned chips, and we wanted to find out if these secure packages are reaching some clone chips. Yeah, and we started to make research on different blockchain protocols, mostly layer ones. We started with Bitcoin, Ethereum, different private and public blockchains from different companies, including IBM. And the most important problem at that time from our research, no blockchain was really scalable. So the throughput, the speed was really bad from our numbers. And we started to read a lot of papers, a lot of things about different blockchains. And this is how we reached to Elrond, Multiverse 6. And yeah, we had different meetings with the CTO team from Elrond, with Lucian, Mico, and the boys from the core team. We met the team. I had some different calls between NXP and their team, And they understood what we need. They basically started to make for us a custom blockchain with a very small footprint for the transaction in order to have a better throughput and to see how this is approachable for the IoT ecosystem. And yeah, we continued our research to make some tests on the testnet, and was really surprising to find out that Elrond is not only a very scalable blockchain, but also a very good one in terms of low latency. And yeah, low latency is critical for the IoT space. And what means low latency is meaning that if you multiply the devices, if you double or triple your devices in that ecosystem, you can keep the scalability linearly. That's extremely important to have a linearly throughput. Without a linearly throughput, basically you have nothing into the final, specifically into a very high demanding IoT ecosystem. So this is how we started with Elrond, starting from a technical problem, and we're reaching out to be involved with the community. Both me and Patrick, my partner from MT Staking at that time, we started to be staking providers for Elrond, being admins into the Elrond ecosystem and so on. And after we reached that point to be a staking provider, we were feeling that we need to give something back to the community, to the project, and so on. And we started to have some business and technical consultancy meetings for the people and for the startups willing to move from Web 2 to Web 3. I always was involved about really very good software engineering teams, very good startups, or let's say multinational companies that are having really good products, and they need something more. They need to decentralize or need to have a more scalable product, and that's why we need to move to Web3. So yeah, we started to have these meetings and to offer some consultancy meetings, and this is how we meet the guys from BlackHat, Eddie, my partner in BlackHat. And basically we were focusing to build different products around this hub, Web3 hub, which is BlackHat network. And yeah, as Antonio said, we have multiple verticals right now. We have this BHero Launchpad, which is more than a launchpad, is an incubator. We are offering different services to the startups willing to move to Web3. Starting with the technical advising, digital marketing, businesses consultancy, Web3 approach, tokenomics, how to reach different communities, private and seed investment, smart contracts, audits, security, safety zone. So different levels of services. And also we have another product, which is Top IQs, is a marketplace for freelancers. Most of the core team members in our team, they have a lot of experience being freelancers on different platforms, and having a marketplace of freelancers similar with Fiverr or Upwork, but coupled with blockchain, will help a lot in terms of better transaction costs and better speed for this kind of transaction, but also will have a better security and better safety, having an escrow smart contract and this kind of solutions in order to improve the freelancer's life. Some things about the current bear market context and this kind of situation with FTX. From my side, for sure it's a complicated context, but again, if you are a truly builder and you are focusing on what you need to execute, I think is the perfect context to have a clear mind and to build. The only problem is to have enough funds and to have a long-term vision, and that's it. You can build even stronger in this period. Lot of people complained about this context with the FTX. My personal opinion here, we have similar situations also into the classical market, into the fiat money market, let's say. It's just, in crypto, in blockchain, when this kind of situations appears because of people are pretty greedy and they are using collaterals which are not backed one-to-one. In crypto, all these kind of situations are a bit exponential hyped, because the level of transparency on the blockchain is for sure higher than the classical Web2 fiat money world. So that's why everybody was able to see what was happening with different exchanges, the proof of reserves on the blockchain, how the funds were moving from exchange to exchange. Everything is transparent on the blockchain, and these kind of situations are pretty hyped. But we need to see the good part after FTX crash. For sure, a lot of regulation and a lot of people will move the attention to the real fully compliant exchanges. So I think also we can see the good part. Even if it's a very complicated context, I'm really confident that the good teams with a long-term approach will resist. For sure, people or projects like XP, for example, like Sense4FIT, like Elrond, all these projects that they have funds and they have good teams, and they want to build something really powerful. They'll go to the next limits. And specifically here, I really appreciate XP team. They didn't launch any token, they didn't launch any NFT or something. They are building from almost 3 years. I know Christian from a long time already. And this kind of people which are pushing the limits to the next boundaries for sure are here for the long term. And really, I appreciate the people which are very, very technical and have strong engineers in their team. In my opinion, this is the foundation. Heavy, very strong core team with a very technical background. This is the foundation, and you can build everything if you have this strong technical foundation. Yeah, some things about us in terms of next plans and what we are doing with BHero. We really want to put a good light everything what's happening on our court and on the crypto space. A lot of people tried or applied already to BHero incubation pipeline. A lot of people asked us how to be incubated. What is the, I don't know, the main skills or the main things you need to prove in order to be accepted in our pipeline. And again, I will outline here extremely important the team. You need to have a solid team. You need to prove that you at least tried to convince some people, some engineers to be along your side. And with these engineers, you already built something. You build an MVP or a product which is ready to be launched. We are calling this proof of execution. You need to be rock solid in terms of execution. This is one point. Secondly, we are focusing a lot on the legal side. For us, it's very important to understand the importance to be fully compliant in a crypto jurisdiction, which is crypto friendly. Here, let's say it's not a critical problem. We have all the contacts in order to work with you. But again, you need to be willing to accept that you need to be fully compliant. That's extremely important. And the last point, this idea or this MVP, your product need to be, let's say, to be very easily coupled with Web3. not every idea is working with Web3 or have chances to be adopted on the global side. Your product need to be scalable and a bit disruptive in terms of Web3. Without this perfect coupling, perfect mix, perfect chemistry, you cannot have a global adoption chance or a global community. So these things, team and execution, proof of execution, the legal aspects, and how much your idea is for global adoption reach. These three things are extremely important in order to have a chance to be incubated by BHero. In my last point, I want to discuss a bit about Sense4FIT. First of all, I want to congratulate these guys for the amazing work they did in the last year and a half. I know Antonio from a couple of months, more than 1 year and 8 months. I know his passion and his drive, his energy, and we specifically worked only for Sense4FIT for more than 11 months. Almost day by day, we were in their office advising from everything, starting with the technical side, the Web3 aspects, tokenomics, technical stuff, smart contracts, digital marketing strategy, global adoption strategy, almost any aspect we can discuss. Also about the seed and private selling investments. What I really like about these guys is their fully passion and drive to be committed in very hard context. You know, when you try to build a product, specifically in Web3, you can reach different problems, different bad contexts. It's very hard to find good engineers. It's very hard to find compliance. It's very hard to have a conservative and in the same time catchy tokenomics for a move to earn, play to earn product. All these things are pretty complicated. You need audits, you need a lot of things to be fixed on demand at runtime. Antonio proved that he has the right mindset and the right energy. First of all, to gather a very good team. It's very hard to gather a good team, but what is even harder is to keep this team. Anybody with some money can find out some good guys and to recruit some good guys, but to keep these guys along you on the long term is very important, and is one of the key skills you need to have as a leader. Also, I want to congratulate all the guys from the core team, starting with Valentin, Nuts, Florin, all the guys from the core team. They proved they have a very strong mindset with full focus on the long term. Having these numbers, more than 40K users using their application already, without being listing, without having very strong marketing, and just pushing, let's say from an organic perspective, it's really a great level of achievement. Yeah, so guys, I'm here if you have any questions in the final, just let me know. Thank you, Antonio.
Thank you so much, Marius, for everything, and congratulations for all the BHero team and BlackHat Network, for AD, for Petrika, for you. We were so proud on Paris when you was speaker there on the stage on Multiverse X event. And maybe people don't know because just a part of the people from the Zoom call, they were there. But all the room, like hundreds of people, they were clapping Marius and BlackHat Network team for their achievements, what they build on Multiverse X blockchain. And for us, you guys made a huge contribution to move our mindset from Web 2 and have a Web 3 mindset, and understand like 100% what the flow we need in order to be successful here.